What's up, guys? So today's episode is all about the email part, okay? Making sure that your emails are not in the spam folder. So some stuff I've been learning today. I'm trying to keep your emails out of the spam folder or the junk folder. So this episode is going to be so cool. It's going to be quite a short episode. So I'll see you in the episode. So the big question is this. If you were starting your first online business with no audience, no customers, no group, no following, completely from scratch, how would you actually do that? What steps would you need to take? I want to share with you my young entrepreneur journey as I get to launch my first ever online business for the first time. So that's the question. This podcast is the answer. My name is Kane Pointing and welcome to the Young Entrepreneur's Secrets Podcast. Let's have some fun. What's up, guys? I hope you've had a great day. Yes, it's Tuesday. Woohoo! Tuesday. Love Tuesdays. They're like a bit more a relaxing day for myself. But today we cannot stop on a relaxing day because I've got to share some awesome stuff with you. And it's all about emails, okay? You know, people thinking emails, oh no, emails, oh please. Okay, emails is so cool. Okay, I love talking about emails. But today's episode, it's mainly about the summit, okay? But the email aspect is sort of connected into the summit. Okay, so like I've said before, that when we're trying to have our lists and that sort of stuff is super key part in there. Now, today's episode, I'm only sharing one key takeaway. And this one is all about the emails with why keeping out the spam folder is so important. Okay, like why you need to stay out of those people's spam or junk folders. Okay, and why this episode is really important and the key takeaway about this. So this is something I've been learning today, and it's very, very cool. Okay, I love I learned. I was like, this is amazing stuff. Okay, you only get it from the top people. So shout out to Russell Brunson because his coaches in there have got some high graded quality stuff, and I just love listening to it. Okay, and it's just so good when we can implement this into our summit. Okay, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So what I mean by keeping out the spam folder, because some of you are probably thinking, okay, what does that mean? Okay. What is this keeping out the spam folder? So the emails that we're trying to send to customers or potential customers, we don't want those emails going into the spam or junk folder. Okay, so everybody on their email, like on my email on Google, I use Google and Yahoo, and there's another one I use. We all have spam and junk folders. Okay, so when people send you an email, sometimes you go, oh, where is that email? You sent me something, I can't find it. You're looking like, where's this email? And then you see on the down on the left-hand side, it says spam, okay? And the reason why it's gone in the spam is because they've got certain keywords in there, or Google think it's a bit of a spammy sort of thing. It's not designed to go into your inbox. They think, oh, that's not good. We think this is someone trying to sell you something, a bit weird. So that's why it goes into the spam folder, okay, because it's a bit selly. Now, with the strategies I've been learning today of when we do our summits, how can we try and get our sort of emails not to go into the spam folders, okay? How to sort of get them to the actual customers and deliver what we've wrote down to the customer, because it is very important. Now, this is important because, we don't want to we don't want to not be able to deliver our emails, okay? We want to, when we're writing our stuff, we're spending time writing these emails, making sure the links work and that takes some time. We want to actually send that to the person, to a customer, to fulfill whatever they paid for, or to a new customer who possibly could be a customer. So, I call it a lead. We have a lead and we want to sort of send them some information, nurture them so then they could potentially turn into a customer, okay, which is fantastic. So when we're sort of doing this is we actually want to when we want to get the emails and we send it to them, we actually want them to go into the inboxes, not the spam folder, because otherwise people don't really check their spam folders. I know I don't check my spam. I get literally like 50 emails a day. I'm like, oh my God, I need to retire my email. Yeah, it's insane. I get like 50, 60 emails every day and it's just like insane. So it's like when people send emails, when we want to send our emails, we want to make sure that they actually deliver and actually get to the person's inbox. So, because we want to sell our products, our courses, we want to nurture our audience who haven't bought, but people who have bought, we also want to fulfill what they've paid, or maybe upsell them or move them up our value ladder, okay, move them up the next step, on to the next step, which they could be going to. Now, my main key takeaway about this one is when we're sort of trying to keep out the spam boxes or the junk folders, it's sort of going down to the keywords that we're going to be using, the actual content inside of our email, okay, how we package our actual email up, and also giving, we want to give our emails a better chance not to go in and join the spam folder of doom. Okay, we don't want to go in there. Okay, because let's say I'm spending like an hour of my day sort of going through, okay, I'm going to write this cool email. I'm going to talk about our summit. Okay, well, our Relaunch and Grow Summit, which has got loads of speakers on. By the way, guys, we've got so many speakers on. We've got a guy, oh my God, he's made like 130 or 140 million dollars selling courses. He is insane. I can't wait for him to come on our summit. It's going to be amazing, give so much value. There's so many other speakers as well. But anyway, back to emails. I thought I have to mention that one. So back to the emails. We don't want to go in that spam folder. So it's like when we are trying to get people going, oh guys, the All Access Pass has got this. We've got these speakers. We don't want to go be selly and then get into the spam folder, because it prevents that for the user. So we want to sort of make sure we get into their inbox, and how we do that is by using the correct keywords, making sure the content inside of our emails are sort of bulletproof. Okay, so then how we're packaging our emails inside can then actually be delivered in Google or wherever the email people see it. They go, oh, that's good. That's not looking spammy. And that's the whole point. That's how we're meant to be doing it. Now, we want to make sure that we have the highest chance possible to get into the inboxes. And there's some really, really cool strategies I've learned today, which are fantastic. And I'm definitely going to be implementing on that one. Now, if I don't follow these particular principles, teachings, strategies, and advanced tactics, like I said, we're creating our emails to help people, okay, to generate money, to help people give value. We're giving them a service. That's what we're doing. If people join our email list, they're interested in what we will do. Okay, that's the whole point. Let's not start buying people's emails because you want a bigger list. Okay, it's down to, you want to join my list, you're serious. Okay, I like to have a serious list. Okay, I'm not going to be silly and just, I'm going to buy some stuff. People on my list, they join my list because they want something that I have, okay, or what we're trying to do with one of my mum's business. So it's like they've joined our list, they want something from us, and that's my thing, is how can I give value to them? Guys, look, we're doing a summit, okay, we're doing a summit about this. It's these 3 days, this data, blah, blah, blah. This is all access pass. This is what you can get for free, but if you pay this amount, you're actually going to get all this extra stuff included. And like, oh my God, I need to do that. How can I do that? You press this link here, then you can go get it. Like, whoa, that is so good. Okay, and that's the whole point. We're trying to give value. We're trying to add value to our people, move them up the value ladder, give them some stuff so they can actually implement and they can change lives as well. Okay, because we're into that. Okay, we want to give back to those people. But if we waste all this time, like trying to get all these emails, and we're not following those principles, those tactics, those strategies that I need to learn, what happens is I've just wasted 1, 2, 3 hours of my whole day, something that's going to go in the spam folder. So it's like, I need to follow these because this is what I'm being taught. This is what I need to do. That's exactly what I love to do, is I love to learn. Okay, I love to implement, and I like to earn. Okay, so it's like learn. Okay, someone else has done it before me. I haven't done this. Someone else who's an expert in the field of email said, you need to do this way. You need to do this. You need to do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Do this. And you're like, okay, cool, brilliant. You do it. You learn it. You start to implement it. I'm going to do that now. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm making sure I don't do that. Don't do that. Do that. Okay, I'm doing that. Okay, cool. You send it. Boom. Then you earn. Okay, that's the whole point. And that's what I'm looking at, is these teachings. I just need to follow these teachings. I'm a person who likes to deviate sometimes and think like, oh, I might have the better option here. I might know myself a bit better. Okay, but I don't. Okay, I have to trust the other people. So it's like when I'm looking at these principles, these teaching, the strategies, these advanced strategies that people can't get unless they pay the really high prices, I need to follow this. Is exactly what I need to do. So our aim is to deliver those emails to people who want our emails, and this can be to sell our digital products, our physical products. It could be anything. Okay, it could be like a $1 product, it could be $100 product, it could be $1,000, it could be a $3,000, it could be a $30,000 product. Okay, it depends. But the whole point is we're keeping in touch with our people. Okay, they're like, oh, we're actually sort of going in their inbox. Okay, we're like, look, hello, this is me, and they get to choose if they click on you or not. Okay, if they click on you, brilliant, then you get to, they'll read it, and if it's not engaging, it's not enjoyable, they're going to click off and then go look at someone else's email. I see it all the time. Look at, oh, this guy's, oh, okay, you're trying to sell me something. Would you like this for £75? No, I don't. I'm not even going to click on you. Bye. Okay, if it's like, oh, okay, did you see this? You're like, what's that? A bit curious. Ooh, what's this? Ooh la la. Okay, what is this? And you find out what it is. And that's the whole point, is we want to help and engage and sort of give curiosity to people. That's what we're going to do. So this is, we want to get straight to the customers, as quickly as possible, give them the value and that sort of stuff. And that's the whole point. So that was, this is sort of why keeping out the spam folder is really important. Okay. So a little recap on that one is, to keep out the spam folders, I've got to follow these teachings, and I will share, these teachings that I'm learning. Obviously, I'm not going to share these for free. Okay. Obviously, you can do this. That will just defeats the whole purpose. If you want these teachings, like I said, there'll be a point where I will release them for different packages and that sort of stuff. Because, like I say, I've got to go through this myself. I'm learning this stuff, and that's the whole point. I'm learning it. I'm going through, does it work? Okay, what do I learn better? Okay, well, I could have probably now learned that. I'm not going to use that keyword because that does this. Or, when I'm doing that sort of headline, I should use this headline. Or when I'm doing that test, I should actually do that. That's the whole point. And then once I've got those stuff, then I can go, guys, this is a package. If you want to do emails, and like, ooh, this is very interesting. Okay, and that's the whole point, is that for you guys, it's like, how can I benefit you? Well, I'm going through it myself. I've got to find out if it works or not. If it doesn't work, I'm going to let you know. Okay, this didn't work, guys. Okay, this didn't work. Try this. Okay, and this is the whole point. But I think, when it comes to emails are super important. We want to keep out the spam or junk folder. So if we go in there, well, really, our emails are going to waste. Our marketing content will go to waste, and it's not what we want. Okay, so guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Okay, remember, you are #young entrepreneur. Okay, you are absolutely amazing. I look forward to speaking to you all on the next episode, which will be tomorrow. Okay, so guys, have a great one. Speak to you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode, guys. I hope what I've shared with you today has helped you and really inspired you in your young entrepreneurial journey. If this episode did help you today, feel free to tag me in your biggest takeaways, aha moments, and let me know how much you love this by leaving a 5-star review. Or even if you want to share it with like-minded young entrepreneurs who you think might benefit the podcast, feel free to do so. You're thinking, I want to get instant notifications when the new episodes drop. You can hit the subscribe button and you'll get notified when I drop them. Once again, guys, thank you so much for listening. And remember, you are one true young entrepreneur in the making. And I'll speak to you in the next episode.